I want to teach people how to change their lives, change their reality, and play in the quantum. I've done all this research, I've played with it myself, and it is entirely possible. In quantum physics, the observer effect says that we collapse the wave of probabilities into matter, into the reality that we have. And your ability to do this is directly proportional to your belief system. And your belief system is shaped by society and society rules. It is shaped by your autonomy. And from the time you are little to the time that you are here now, you have outsourced your power because that's the way society works. It is part of your nervous system and a tribal mentality to keep you safe. Because if you went against your tribe, back when you wore furs, your ability to stay alive went to zero. Your ability to pass on your DNA went to zero. So free will can be interpreted many different ways. And the way that I'm interpreting it today is your ability to reject reality the way it is or believe it. And I say reject it. When you believe in yourself, when you know that you are a powerful being having a human experience, you can tell yourself anything, you can rewrite your brain, and you can shift your reality and change anything you want, to do anything you want. And the reason this is so important is because autonomy is taken from you. It's taken from all of us in this society. And you are boxed into a set of rules, jobs you don't want to go to, schools you don't want to go to, things that you don't want to do. It makes you feel powerless, and that's what they want you to think, so that you can continue to contribute your fear, your anxiety, and your stress to the system. In order to get out of it, you have to realize that you have always had free will. The free will to believe in yourself, the free will to know who you are. And I don't just mean in the psychological sense. I mean in the quantum sense, in the consciousness sense. When you believe in yourself, you narrow the field of possibilities that can collapse into reality. Because the more you believe in yourself, the more that you can create the reality you want. And it shifts everything and narrows it down, and you can actually create the reality you want. It's a hack. When you have doubt, when you have stress, it widens up the windows of possibilities. And you would think, oh, that's a good thing. Not so much. Because when there's too many realities to choose from, too many probabilities, that's what creates anxiety and stress. So the more that you believe in yourself, the more that you tell yourself and rewrite your brain and wake up every day and every night you go to bed, you tell yourself who you are. You are a powerful being having a human experience. And you are part of this reality and part of this game. And the way to wake up and change your life, change the reality, and what you want to do is to understand who you are, and that is free will. You do not have to accept the set of rules that society has set for you. You do not have to accept anything because it's all in your mind and you create it. On a quantum level, you are the observer and you create everything. So you can reject it at any time. You don't have to believe it. And you have to realize that your brain and spinal cord and nervous system automatically are going to try to keep you safe. It's your animal brain. And you can step outside that and you can go against that slowly and slowly until you feel safe. It is just your physiology and the tribal mentality trying to keep you safe. Because if you stepped outside your tribe, back when you wore furs, your chances of survival were zero. But you are not in furs anymore. But they want you to think that you have no power. And we are here to change the game. So if this is on your frequency, if you're getting this in your feed, it's because you need to wake up and realize that free will is your ability to reject anything. You can see evidence of this. When people meditate, they can heal their bodies. When people just envision themselves working out, they can grow their muscle by 15%. They've done studies. So if these people agree to the consensus reality that we have, and they can grow their muscle by 15% by just visualizing it, think of what they can do if they actually believed that everything was malleable and they could have anything they want. Their muscle mass would grow exponentially, not just at 15%. So Look in the mirror, validate yourself. You don't need anyone else's validation. You need to believe in who you are, away from your body, away from your looks, away from your physiology, and change it. Hope that helps.